Welcome back, everyone, to the RLCS coverage.
Where is Doomsy? You play you play ranked with that Doomsy and people are saying, where's Doomsy? I played ranked with Chronovia and somebody said, are you the real Johnny Boy? And they ignored Chronovia. I was like, yes. Bucket list. Completed. They probably thought Chronovia was fake because they're like, Chronovia didn't play with Johnny.
With the Flying Dutchman coming in 5th and Eff0rt coming
Nobody bumps their teammates out of goal quite like you. I mean, I've never seen that happen 3 times in one series, and 3 times in 2 games. Just slamming your teammate out of goal because you're stuck on ball cam instead of looking where you're going. My goodness. Teams wasn't fire. You guys played. You played well. You weren't tested. I mean, you had to play Team Enjoy. So. I mean, I thought you guys. Your series against Frost and GFin was a great series. I really enjoyed those games. I was actually the biggest thing I was disappointed about with that is I was hoping Frost would win so that we could see the Team Rocket drunk reaction to Doomsy losing. That would have been amazing if we just cut to the host and it's just like, no. And then he's like, Cole's got Doomsy on his stomach, and it's just like, they're all in tears because they've lost. Like, you guys should have thrown that Game 7 just so we could see the drunken Team Rocket rage at you guys not winning.
So the door is wide open for the Flying Dutchman, and they need to walk.
That would have been so good. Am I going to the LAN to spectate or for something else? Well, I'm going to the LAN to spectate for sure, but I've told Twitch and I've told Cloudfuel that I'm going to be there, so I want to help any way I can. And I don't care if they choose not to involve me. I'm not going to be salty. I'm going to be there to have a good time. You played pretty meh against CJ Frost. Especially compared to your game vs Market. It was okay. There was a couple of good games. You left your net open a ton. You guys left your net open an absolute ton. And like Flarky was just draining long shots in left and right. I mean, every time I've seen C&J Frost against Supersonic Avengers, it's been really close, like, to the last game kind of thing. It's always really close whenever I see scrims or games in tournaments.
Meanwhile, Eff0rt, as you mentioned before, have kind of been tumbling down. They're currently sitting at the 16th spot. So this is going to be a tall order for Eff0rt to overcome here.
Bumping teammate out of the goal would be an effective rotation strategy. It would eliminate 2 players going for the same ball, but it would also put your teammate out of play because you've bumped him. Come on. I know you're kidding. Hopefully they don't make me waterboy_I. Yeah, I agree. Hopefully not. I mean, I'd love to just be, I don't know, a guest caster or something. I don't care if they pay me. Like, I just want to make it as good as possible. Like, if I can help make the event better, I want to. Because I know that lots of people want to see me there. But I want to go there anyway. Like, I'm just going to go and have a good time. Because it's first Rocket League LAN. Like, you can't miss that. That's too good to miss. Too many people I want to miss. Meet. Too many people I want to meet. To not go.
So they gotta be worried because like Eff0rt is in that spot.
Waterboy_I, that's a great name. I might rename myself that actually. Waterboy.
It's a free win. It's still Europe, so it's really competitive.
Yeah, and sorry, you know, just.
Does Morbo have a donate button? I think Morbo's donate button gets clicked a lot more than mine. That's for sure. I need to make it like a donation tier list on my stream. You know, like that leaderboard of donations. People who do that seem to get a lot more donations than me. I'll just sell out and make that. I'm just too lazy though because I have to go and find out who's donated me what money.
So I don't even think they're paying attention to that because why worry yourself with things that are irrelevant at this moment? Just focus on the problem, solve it.
That's right. Oh boy, look at that. Focus on the problem and solve it.
They click it and then don't do anything afterwards. Oh man.
Hashtag math. None of us have it. All right, well, let's go ahead and toss it over to a guy who claims that he is an engineer and knows mathematics, but I believe it's a lie, and all he is a beard connoisseur, findable carpet, and he's from Canada, Leafx.
And he's from Canada, Leafx. This is probably my favorite caster combo right now. Although I love James Bot also.
Lengthy introduction for myself. I don't even know if I can comment on
Stuff
it.
like, I
But
don't know,
this
Lawler
game's gonna be
James Bot
big.
is good as
They
well.
commented on Eff0rt being in now the underdog spot. I'm not even going to mention it. I know they want me to.
Let's see the routes to the final. Okay, let's have a quick look. So we're about to see the Flying Dutchman against Eff0rt. Sorry for the spoiler, but sorry not sorry. So the Flying Dutchman, they beat some no-name team, then they 2-1 this team Complain, which is Yemen X3MW and Ring Telephone Ring, so a decent lineup, but expected result. Eff0rt just beat a couple of no-name teams, now they're going against Dutchmen, who are the favourites. Like, this is one of the easier, this is like a pretty obvious bracket. If it's pretty obvious that the Dutchmen were going to win this one. Pretty easy to call that, in my opinion. Their toughest competition was Yemen's team in the winners round 2. But I would have been very surprised if Dutchmen dropped to Yemen's team, because Yemen's team, although they are 3 decent players, none of them are like superstar level, and they haven't been playing together too long. And of course they have Yemen, so he's probably just going to rage quit at some point. So it's going to be tough to go far in a tournament with that lineup. You wanted to complain to make groups? I didn't. I predicted that they wouldn't, so I didn't want them to make it. Nice double touch by Vogan right there, but it looks like Eff0rt were ready for it. Eff0rt playing with Devo this time. I believe they played the last qualifier with Kalik, and they kind of surprised a few people by qualifying. I didn't expect them to make it, but they got in ahead of Crown and Jules, I believe. Oh, bit of a lucky dunk by Dogu. Bit of a lucky dunk by Dogu.
Unintentional second touch, yet so beautiful. He gets that first touch, actually does put it on target. And when that clear, they put it right up back.
It's just a bit of a bad save by Devo. He was going up at the ball and popped it. He needs to hit that ball forward.
Directly in front of him. He didn't even boost. He literally just fell onto that one. So the mixture of unintention and also utilizing the position you're in. But
Just
great
in
first
case,
goal.
but
Wow.
Oh.
Bogan.
What?
Midfield, he gets this chip.
This was I think this had to be one of the most fieldsy
Why is this
backflips
undefended?
I have seen in a long time.
Oh dear,
Devo
Devo
had
crept
all
off the line and
time to go over
backflipped.
this,
All you had
and
to do
he
is
just
stay on the
did
goal
all he
line.
could do.
That wouldn't have
Watch it
happened.
soar over his car.
I say I
What's
was confused.
this?
I'm like, someone had to be there for that. Devo feels bad, man. Dogu just waiting. Look at that little.
I did
antsy
turn
there.
off the donation sound because it might
Does win out that one. Dogu with another touch
it
on the
might
backboard. Could be scary.
make the
Bogan way
VOD
wide on
get
that one, but Jesse to
copyright
follow up,
claim
just keeping the pressure on.
for YouTube.
Backboard again.
But
Dogu
I
goes back
appreciate the
for Boost.
£20 donation,
Still
BG.
with
Buying
Cheerio,
in,
that's on net.
not
No
selling
one
out, he's buying
at
in,
all for
says
zero
BG.
effort. I see the confusion
Thanks for
on
your
your
20
face.
bucks,
They're
man.
getting
Bucks?
a little antsy, I
The
see,
20
with
Great
both
British
here, and Devo go up
Splinkies, I
that
should
one
say.
really only-
Right here,
really
just,
should've easily
again,
been close,
open
but
net.
just known.
Two people
One
going
of
for the
those, I mean,
same
they both
ball.
kinda got their shots, and
It's
neither
like
one
that's
had
the
really
good old
hit the net.
easy thing to
This was
spot.
the net wide open
Like the
to bring
easiest
it
thing
to
to
a
spot
3-0
going wrong
game.
in a
Only just over a minute
defensive
gone.
rotation is two people going for the same ball.
That's one of the best celebrations
I'm going to
seen
try
standing
once
up on
again
the
to put this
backside
on
of front
source
side. No
because
longer
obviously it is
close.
lagging a little bit. Well, the quality's
Shot
not as good as it
Bogan
could
gets
be,
stopped
but if it
out
drops
by
frames, I'll put it back to high.
To midfield, Cheerio with a long shot,
Pretty easy to
trying
defend
that
if
top
Dogu
corner.
handles this
A
one.
little bit
Good job by
wide.
Dogu
Dogu
getting
also
it to the
stopped
side.
anyways. Devo backing off. Good touch from him to keep the pressure on out to
That's
Tini.
something that-
Tini off the backboard. Cheerio to follow it up.
That's
A little
something
bit
that's a
wide on that
weakness
one,
for
but
some
the
players,
goal
is being
net.
able to just, shadow that ball and
Push
fly
that
high and get it to the side.
From Flying Dutchman.
Some players not very good at that.
They need to get,
But
their
Dogu getting it
own
right that
zone
time.
losing on
And
that
then
one.
immediately afterwards we saw the entire Dutchman team
Backboard.
on their goal line together, which isn't really good. Somebody should have been rotating more wide to cover the wall and the back post, but they got away with it because Eff0rt kind of didn't get any good pressure going.
Neutral 50-50
Tinny
if I'd ever seen one there.
from
Tinny
Wales,
doing the best
sporting
he
the
can to
Welsh
keep that one
flag
forward.
right there.
Cheerio. Under that, both teams
I wonder if there's
trying
any
to
other
separate
good players
themselves
from
here.
Wales.
Devo's a chance to
Maybe
set it
Tinny
up.
would
No
know.
teammate.
Are there any other
Battle
good
there
Welsh
for a second
players?
on
Any other good
Sure,
Welsh
tried
players in
really
chat?
hard to get out of their half and turn it into a play. But Flying Dutchman, they've got the wide rotation. We saw it
Not the
happen
best shot
in
right there
first
from
game,
Dogu.
even the game we
He's
just saw,
usually
with Supersonic.
much better from that
When
position.
you're doing
Just
it
hitting it
with
above the
Dogu,
goal right there at the
you're
near
really
post is
letting
probably
them
the correct
get
play.
their collective minds together to turn it into a play. And unless they're a team that excels at turning defense into offense.
Jesse, have you ever streamed to the face cam? And if not, why not? Why do we still not know what Jesse Pinkman looks like?
Fix mistakes as opposed to
You
actually making a play.
hilarious
Very good point.
Dutchman.
The transition can be tough, switching from defense to offense.
No, you're
They
not,
make
Sizzo. No, you're
fixes
not.
here off the, oh no!
Oh, man.
Self goal from Devo. Devo put that one. That was not going in.
This was not already going in. Jesse did have a touch. He was trying to
See,
keep the
again,
pressure up.
Devo
He
just
puts it
driving
inside
off.
of the
He's
net.
done this a few
Maybe trying
times
to
this
get the
game.
backboard.
He's
Devo
driven off the goal
thought
line
he
when he
was gonna
shouldn't,
get there,
and then
but
he
tried to make the
hesitates
bounce ball,
in
which
no
was
man's land,
actually
turns
smart.
around and own
He knew
goals
he was
it.
gonna beat the
So
backboard, which would have been.
Luckily, he does that when they're
When he
already
realized he wasn't gonna be, he's like, all right, I'm
like
gonna get it off the
3
ground
down.
first before
Wait,
they-
you
But
are?
he
You're
goes
actually
through
Welsh,
with
sis?
Dutchmen, he puts
I mean,
himself
if
in.
you're just
It's
straight up
interesting.
lying to
You
me,
saw
then
that
shame
play
on
where
you.
no
But
one was
sure, I'll
zagging
believe
in,
you
they
if
made a
you're
mistake.
adamant about it.
I think it's
I
just
thought you were
Zero
American or
effort's getting a
something.
little too fast. I think they're playing a little too fast.
Jesse is a
And you saw
good-looking
Flying
lad.
Dutchmen
Yeah,
at
I'm
one
sure he
point
is.
go
Why
back
doesn't
to
he use
boost,
face cam?
and Zero
Why
effort
doesn't he use
still
face
can't get
cam?
out of the zone.
His Twitter
So
profile
it's just
picture is
Flying Dutchmen
hot.
playing a
Wait,
little
has he
too-
got a
little too
profile
quick, as you
picture
mentioned earlier, and
on
see,
Twitter?
we'll see
I
it.
need to look at this.
Play started 4-0, minute 50.
Jesse Pinkman.
Left in game
Oh,
number
but
one.
his profile picture is
Cheerio with a shot
actually
off the
Jesse
backboard,
Pinkman.
so I'm gonna follow it up. Cheerio a little
I knew
bit
that.
too
I'm
over
an
top.
idiot.
Dogu's just gonna
I'm
try
a
to put
fool.
pressure on to keep
I
it out.
fall in
Tini
for this
keeps it
trick
in
by Lamp.
instead. Jesse and Vogan both
Great
back
pass.
patiently, and
Could have been a bit
touch.
better though.
Go a little wide. That's actually on target.
The problem with that
Jesse
sort
almost
of
cleaned that
pass
up. Tini, the
is
last
that
defender, keeps Vogan from
as
getting the goal.
Vogan moves
These are all three
infield,
Zero effort
there
players
are
who are
less
bad, and that
angles
last shot wasn't
for
actually
the pass to
directly
go
at
in.
Tini
But if
Vogan.
Vogan
That
sits
would have
further
been
to the
right
side,
into
then
net.
the pass can go like
Miscommunication
anywhere in
is
front
they're
of him,
scared. They know they're
and he's
4
got more
goals
space
down
to make the
this game.
redirects
They may have
happen.
kind of
So if
given
you're
up on
waiting
this game
upfield for a
already. Hopefully
redirect,
now
try
they're
not
gonna maybe
to
get
go
some momentum
too
going
far
into
into the
the second
center of the
game.
field.
But
Just
you can
stay
tell
to
they're
the
just they're
side,
not able to play when
because
they
then it's
wanna play.
easier
They're
for your
just having
teammate to hit the
try
ball
and
in front
play
of you.
off of what the Flying Dutchmen are giving
Gives
them,
more
and
space
that's
for the
never a position you
redirects.
wanna put yourself in.
Like even a few seconds
Dutchman
ago,
looking
it was like
comfortable
no
to the
one-
surprise of no one,
touching that
probably.
ball.
Just
Even
defensive
getting bodied
mistakes from
away.
Devo and
He was
Eff0rt as a
waiting it out
whole.
maybe for his final minute of gameplay.
And
Backboard
a
to
lucky
Jesse,
dunk
who's
by
gonna take out a defender.
Dogu gave them a
Play out of
3-0
that,
lead.
Tini, see if he can get a goal
F4
himself.
in a lead, sorry.
Zone 50-50. Vogan almost followed that one through.
Are there still frame drops, or is this
Trying to
just
get at
like,
least another goal. They
is
want-
this
they just want more
okay?
stats.
Shall I
They
leave it
know
on
we're tracking.
source, or
Just want as
shall I
many
put it back
goals
on
as
high
possible.
quality?
Dogu almost
I'm
got
seeing
back
some
flip
frame
out.
drops. I don't know if it's actually
Quite
frames
where he wanted it. Chiro's
not
gonna set
being
this one down for Devo.
recorded
Devo
on the
takes it out
VOD properly.
instead, and that's a dangerous spot. Tini,
Again,
what is
Devo just
going
coming off the
on?
goal line when he
Zero
really shouldn't.
effort.
They're
He's
getting
done this at
creative to
least
make
3 or 4
something out of it.
times this
When they-
game. He
right
should
now,
just sit on the
Flying
goal line, be
Dutchmen's playing with a
patient,
little
but he
bit of
drives
space.
off
Flying
and
Dutchmen
finds
knows
himself
they
out
have
of
4 goals.
position.
They're kind of sitting on it, but they need to take advantage of the time. Slow it down. Get in position for passes. I've seen a couple
Well
of
done by
good touches
Vogan
from
to
Zero
control
effort when
this.
they get to
That's
the middle, but
perfect
then
play.
none of their players are
A
actually
lot
there
of
in time
players would
anyways.
panic
They
and
just need to
pop
make
that
something
ball into their own
freaking
corner,
awesome
then
for
it bounces dangerously into the center, but
Absolutely
Vogan doing
right.
well
10
there, just
seconds
getting it
left
to
in
roll
this,
up the
and looks
wall.
like this game is gonna
Keeps
be
it under
going
control.
to Flying Dutchmen.
It's fine.
Dogu,
Alright,
Jesse,
thanks, Timsy.
Vogan taking the win on this. Another goal for themselves. They can never let it go down to 0, can they?
No, and this was one of the
What on
clearest
earth happened
goal
here?
fields
I
I've
looked
seen in
away
a
for a
while. Jesse
moment
had
and then suddenly
clear
it's just a
open
goal.
shot, and Dogu's like, nah, I'm just trying to steal it
Nice,
a little bit.
nice pop by
Actually,
Dogu. To be
really
fair,
good
it's actually a
steal,
good,
though. I mean,
it's
he
a
hit it with
good
the
touch by
toughest ball,
Dogu
kept
because
his
it does
feet on
speed
it,
up the
and put it on
ball
target still.
Oh, any
and
other touch
put
would've
it
sent
more
that off
to the
target.
side of the goal that
Yeah.
wasn't defended.
Incredible 3 seconds left. This is probably, at most likely, a 5-0 as this drops down for
Again, if you want
Dutchmen.
to
They take
talk to me in the
it,
chat,
and this is,
be sure to tag my
not
name
looking
at
good for the latest
JohnnyBoy_I because there's quite a few of you in
This
here.
game
It's
was
difficult
a
to read
Flying Dutchman
everything.
story. They had
And I might
full
miss your comment
control,
if you
even
don't
the
put
times Zero
JohnnyBoy_I
Effort did
in
have
there.
possession of the ball, all they were doing was taking
Yeah, I'm
the
proud of
Flying
you,
Dutchman
Dogu.
gave them, as opposed to making something themselves. The Flying Dutchman would give them space when they felt comfortable, and then Zero Effort wasn't able to turn that into something, and Flying Dutchman just got control right
I
there.
love it when
Really
Dogu's
wasn't
playing
very
because the
impressive
chat just like
that
starts
Zero Effort
spamming all the
looked like
dogs.
Flying Dutchman. They have the
Oh my
scope, but
dog
this
and
entire
Frank
game
Z.
they've just been able to show
It's great.
what they can do.
I think, again, earlier on you mentioned...
Can you have my
already,
beard?
it did
Nah,
seem
ask
short,
Carpet.
and
He's got
it was
plenty of beard.
so
Look at
they were
this
trying to,
thing.
like,
It's like the
way
Amazon
ahead of where the
rainforest.
play was,
You can have some of
that
his.
they
He's
were
got plenty to
they
go
were
around.
leaving so much open space for Flying Dutchman, and they capitalized. Ended up being a 5-0.
Who has the best nudes in EU?
Second
I
half,
don't know.
I think they
I'm
need to slow
not
down, think about what
informed
they're
enough to
doing,
answer that
and
question.
coordinate together exactly as you said.
And it's a problem we've seen Zero
How is
Effort
Scotland doing in the
have
Euros? They're the only team that
Zero
didn't
Effort
qualify from the
just-
UK, as
they
usual.
sometimes get
Even though
overwhelmed.
the
I don't know if
24
it's
teams
because they're
qualified,
against a
we
good
were not one of
team,
them.
Or just whatever's going on internally with them.
Am I proud of you
I've
for
seen
qualifying,
all
Sis?
three
Yeah, I was
teams
actually not sure if you guys were
but I
practicing
just-
at all.
for
I
some
had not
reason,
seen you
they
guys
don't
play in
like
ages, so I was a
a
bit
lot
worried,
of
but
them,
you
they
did
do
get
great.
it done.
Like, I've seen Zero Effort have some
Um,
really fun stuff, and in certain leagues I've seen them take out really big
When I saw you scrimming on the day I was like, yeah, these guys are good enough to
Maybe
qualify.
it's
They're
consistent
doing
when they
well.
pull that
Like
off.
Matt and Sizz are playing well.
Now, do you think any
A-Money's
other-
not playing
anyone
terribly
else, sorry,
either.
on their roster would have been a better choice than who they have playing today.
It's hard to say. This is one of the few teams that runs with
My
such a
beard
big
is
roster.
EU.
They
I've got a
sub out
beard
mid-series
comb right
when
here.
the- when the tournaments
I
allow
love
them.
beard
These are
combing.
the three guys I see
Just
them play with the
easiest
most.
grooming.
Oh, that is going to sit on the goal line. Not quite
Nice,
making it in. That's something that they probably wanted.
Defending,
Early
nobody
goal.
panicking and own goaling it right
All right,
there.
we'll see though if Flying Dutchman can turn around and get another early one of themselves, or if they can keep up the
Let me just
momentum they just had
finish
off
off
the
combing my
kickoff.
beard.
So Eff0rt needs to get something going on. Vogan leaving that for Jesse. Jesse to push that out. Can he get the second touch? Can't.
Apparently Retribution S are actually pretty good. They
To
beat
midfield.
Eff0rt.
Tinney to pick it up.
You didn't actually practice for a month. That's actually kind of what I expected. But if you're an NA, there are no good teams, so it's no problem.
One buddy, and if at some point I could get a replay flower short thing, that'd be
Classic
cool.
EU bumping that we like
So-
to talk about. The EU tends to have a
So
little
that donation, flower, what did it say?
sitting in net. Devo coming off the wall, which is never
Speaking
really
of donations, have a good one, buddy. At some point, if you do get a replay, it's actually replay analysis is what the message said, but because that analysis word contains something rude, the donation has turned it into flower.
communication, good map awareness.
But yeah, Xander, I'm sure we can pick that up. I'll do a replay of yours on stream. I appreciate the donation, buddy. Is that $10? £6.94.
He's like,
Is that?
I'm coming right back at you, bud. And a shot from Dogu.
Sorry for missing that goal.
The angle from Dogu.
Wow,
As soon as he
£6.94
pulls
is 10 buckaroonies
Dogu
now.
has shown very well so far in the RLCS. Devo gets the touch. He
More
tries to
defensive
slow it down
misplays by
to this one,
Devo.
not much, but
One,
He's been
two,
making
three
these-
from New
wasn't
York
in
to
a position to follow
Germany.
that up. Positioning of your forward
What?
actually right there shows exactly if he'd been turned around and facing
1, 2, 3 from New York to Germany. CJ, I appreciate it, man. That'll definitely go towards my plane ticket for the RLCS LAN. Thanks a lot for the donation, buddy. Donation message, of course, very creative, using the numbers from the donation.
No one there to pressure it. Dogu takes advantage of that. Sends it back into their zone. There's Jesse with a shot on target. Cheerio,
Do you know about anything about Cow Noise? Yeah, Cow Noise are a decent team. They've got Niels Cock playing for them. Funniest name ever. Niels Queck. Niels Cock. But yeah, thanks for the donation, CJ. I appreciate it as always. But yeah, I mean, as far as the Flying Dutchman versus Eff0rt goes, Eff0rt have not really. See, what happened with Eff0rt is they had Tinny and Cheerio actually looking for a new third player because they weren't sure if Devo was going to be available for this RLCS qualifier. But I think they just didn't find anybody, and they said, "Hey, Devo, can you just play it with us?" And Devo's like, "Okay," but as you can see, Devo's not really playing at his best because he is a good player. Devo, formerly Dave of ... I believe, he is a good player. So it's a shame that he wasn't able to live up to his own standards. It would have been a really tough game against Dutchmen anyway. Even a full strength Eff0rt would have probably dropped to Dutchmen, who are one of the best teams in EU and indeed the world. Probably favourites to make the LAN as the 4th team from EU, given that they came 5th in the first qualifier, and they were positioned to, you know, probably come at least 5th this time around again. Supersonic Avengers looking to play spoiler and win that spot over them though. Am I proud of you for qualifying? Of course, Woody. Congrats, dude. You coming to the LAN, Woody? You should be coming to the LAN. That'd be awesome. Woody at the RLCS LAN. Wow. You can meet me at RLCS? Yes, I'm definitely going to go to RLCS. Definitely going to go. I'm very excited for it. It's going to be amazing to meet everybody. Met so many awesome people in Rocket League, and now I can finally go and meet them all. How do I think IBP matches up against the top EU teams? I think they would match up very poorly currently, unless they can... I mean, Kronovi's a smart guy, and I know he watches my videos of me criticizing the crap out of them, so if he just listens to what I say, I'm sure that they can fix a lot of their problems very easily, because a lot of their problems are just so simple to fix. Like overstaying in front of the goal in attack, going for risky things in attack, throwing themselves at the ball too much, going for dunks and pinches when you just really don't have to, leaving the net open in defense to prioritize boost. Like, these things are very easy to fix, so just like be smarter, be more consistent kind of thing. Couple of whiffs, but Devo there to cover the blushes of Tinny. Vogan just got a little bit out of position here, popped it the wrong way. He meant to backflip to get that ball to go up or back into his own corner. Will I let you touch my beard? Yeah, sure, man. Yeah, IBP, back to what I was talking about previously, IBP are really struggling right now because Lachino doesn't even play Rocket League anymore. I think he's got like 20 hours of Rocket League in the past 2 weeks, so I'd be surprised if IBP didn't run with Over0 instead of him. Oh! Suddenly we have a game.
Good demo, making Flying Dutchmen really unaware of their rotations. Demos tend to just freak people out. Once you hear it,
the autocam's so bad here, we can't see anything. Defensive misplay, this time in the hands of Dutchmen. Tinny equalizing, well done by Eff0rt. Capitalizing on 2 defensive misplays. No, you didn't. Well, I mean, you should have been trying to backflip there to pop the ball high or back into your own corner. I'm sure you didn't mean to center it, Vogan, that's for sure. Like Vogan's job in the first goal that Dutchman conceded, all Vogan had to do was keep the ball in his own corner, give his team time to recover, but he accidentally centered it. How good is Over0? He's probably better than Lachinio right now. Over0 is a very good player. He's obviously got a few, I'm gonna say, American tendencies in his play, where he goes for aerials and air dribbles and things, low percentage plays that you shouldn't really be going for. That's a good clear by Shurio using his own crossbar. But as far as IBP matching up with the EU teams, I don't think they would match up very well at all. I think IBP would struggle to get top 5 in EU. What goal by Vogan. Wow. I'm kind of I've got half of my brain is looking at this game, half of it is thinking about IBP, so apologies if I'm blending two conversations together. That's a great shot by Vogan, well done. You meant to center the ball, Vogan. Really? Well, I'd say that's definitely a misplay. You shouldn't be centering the ball from there. I could go back, but I've got a pretty clear memory of what happened. Even if your teammate is out of position, centering the ball in front of your own net, when, if I recall, you really could have positioned yourself and kept that ball in the corner. I'm going to stick by my guns here and say Vogan definitely misplayed for the first goal. Although the goal being undefended is probably a misplay as well. Multiple misplays, I'm sure. We might see a replay post-game of that exact play that I'm talking about.
Absolutely. Eff0rt now going down to lose bracket. They still have an opportunity, but we did see them come alive finally in the last few minutes of that second game.
And that's what they needed. That's what I wanted to see. We know that Eff0rt can do it, and they finally started doing it a little too late.
Oh, what up, Fickle? How you doing, man?
But they still have losers' chance. As you just mentioned, they can still pull through, face someone in losers, and still.
Of course, Turbo needing a Guardian for the LAN. That's funny.
If they could do that in the losers, but once again,
that's funny, man.
to Flying Dutchmen for grabbing themselves a spot. Once again,
Over0 has a giant ego. Yeah, his ego's definitely Over0.
It's incredible to see both teams. I'm wondering what we'll see.
I like Over0. He's a nice guy. He needs to, like, maybe chill a bit more, because sometimes he gets really wound up when he's playing badly. Needs a haircut? Absolutely not. Over0, love his long hair. Looking good. I have seen him with short hair as well. Looks fine with short hair. Oh my goodness, the Riz XDs. Yuck. Blech.
Flying Dutchman, though, out of the gate, just aggression. It was phenomenal. And one thing that I took note in that game was that the control from Flying Dutchman.
I'm hoping that we get to see that goal again that I was discussing with Vogan, where Vogan centered it.
To whatever was the Flying Dutchman were bringing at them.
I think Vogan just got a little bit on the wrong side of the ball and centered it by mistake.
They had 3 in the crease a lot of the times because they're just like, this pressure is too much. Let's hope we can get a counter, but they just didn't allow it. They would just throw it off the backboard for the Flying Dutchman and keep peppering shot. 13-2 in the first game.
Yeah, that first.
I have a nice haircut. I was thinking about getting a haircut, actually. I was thinking about getting a haircut. It's getting pretty long for my standards. Well, the side of my hair. I prefer having like really, really short hair on the back and sides, just for convenience. Dogu should have been at the first post to defend the ball. You were waiting for him. Seems like he got a hold up, so he was late, so you passed it to him. Almost worked. I see. Okay. I mean, maybe we'll see it again. I think whenever the ball's in that kind of position, that was such a lucky goal by Dogu. But anyway, I think when the ball's like, when you're last man back, oh, big frame drops. When you're last man back and the ball's about to center, your job as the last man back is just to keep it in the corner, give your team time to recover. Like you said, Dogu was late, so you just had to stall.
From Devo, that's an easy save because it was a midfield shot.
Right, and then Flying Dutchman, I mean, other than just their offense, they played a lot of defense. I mean, they had a lot of saves that were pretty clutch here. Look how 3 people are always on defense.
Pretty easy defense, to be honest. None of those shots were very threatening. Yeah, right here. See, Vogan's job right there should just be to keep the ball in his corner. It's much higher percentage play. If you just pop that ball high or in your own corner, it's less likely to go wrong. Trying to pass it to Dogu isn't wrong, but it's risky. It's definitely risky. And it's going to result in a goal for the other team a higher percentage of the time than if you just pop it or keep it in the corner. What style of play do I think is the most effective in competitive Rocket League? Just efficient. Like, when people are playing competitive Rocket League, they need to think about risk versus reward, efficiency, and speed. They're the 3 things that really define competitive Rocket League, as well as teamwork, I guess, and communication.
Just a clear open shot that Eff0rt could have taken. We actually saw.
Yeah, I know, Vogan. I'm speaking to that exact situation.
What was wrong here? I mean,
I'm speaking about one exact circumstance, trying to break it down. What went wrong for you guys?
The group stages last tournament, it was like